Hey guys, my name is KJOS and this is the Oraimo Freepods 3. Oraimo were kind enough to send me a unit for this nice little showcase. Now the Freepods 3 is very different from the Freepods 2 from last year because for one, it has a new matte finish that is around the case. It comes with a 500 milliamp hours of battery in the case and 45 milliamp hours in each earbud. It comes with a USB-C charger, has different ear tips to raise the comfort level for when you're listening to music, and it also comes with the new environmental noise cancellation technology as well as ambient sound. Now in this video, I'm going to be covering all bases and letting you guys know if this is worth your time and worth your money. And if you love videos like this, you should please consider subscribing to the channel and like this video if you like what you're seeing so far. Now without taking too much of your time, let's get this party started. Looking at the Oraimo Freepods 3, some things already stand out to me. First off, the new matte finish that they added to the case. It is smooth, quite smooth actually, so you have to be very careful so it doesn't fall out of your hand. The matte finish helps with fingerprint marks and smudges, so you don't need to keep cleaning it every couple of seconds. The side rails does have a glossy finish, but the contrast in design is pretty welcome. Compared to the Oraimo Freepods 2 from last year, the size is vastly different. The Freepods 3 has sort of an oval-shaped body that is still small enough to fit in pockets or bags without it being a disturbance. It comes in black with gold accents, but I do wish that it came with different colors that fit different personalities. Maybe a blue, maybe a red, maybe even washed gold with a black accent. I mean, you never know, maybe next year. Durability wise, the build is plastic but is still pretty sturdy. It has fallen at least twice since I started testing it and nothing has happened to it so far. Now speaking of the body, the battery life on this is pretty good. The case has 500 milliamp hours of battery with 45 milliamp hours in each ear. It has 8 hours of listening time or playtime and 28 hours within the case itself. So that's a lot of time for calls, listening to music or even podcasts if that is your thing. It also has Bluetooth 5.0 which allows for quick and easy connectivity without having to touch your phone, so it just connects automatically. When you open up the Oraimo Freepods 3, the buds are sitting quite pretty in its magnetic case. Removing them, each one has the same color scheme, black with gold accents all round, and it looks pretty good if you ask me. I also noticed that the magnets holding the buds are pretty strong. No matter how hard you try, the buds will not fall out regardless, so that is pretty good. Putting these buds in your ear, they're very comfortable and do not fall out. I use them for runs, for workouts, and they stayed right in my ear for the 2 hours that I used to work out in the gym. They also come with different ear tips depending on how big your ears are, but for me, the default ear tips fit just right without any fuss. The new Oraimo Freepods 3 has the new environmental noise cancellation technology, or active noise cancellation if you're not familiar with the term. It cancels out majority of the noise around you, and that helps if you're on a plane or you just want to zone out while doing some work. But remember to take enough breaks as frequently as possible, especially if you listen to loud enough music. It also has awareness mode or ambient sound for listening to your environment. Now this is pretty great, especially if you want to listen to your tunes as well as being aware of your surroundings. So with all these features being said about the Oraimo Freepods 3, how exactly do they sound, because that is the most important factor? Well, for one, the bass is great. I mean, it does have a bass mode, so I wasn't expecting anything less. The sound quality is pretty good, especially for the price that is attached to it. The vocals are clear to make out what is being said, and even when increasing the volume, the sound quality does not diminish. I would say the bass was just a bit too much for me or too punchy for me. I'm not really a bass kind of guy when I like listening to music. I'm mostly a vocals kind of guy, so I had to go to my EQ settings in Spotify and YouTube Music and reduce that. But if you're into that, then the Oraimo Freepods 3 will serve you just well. On the sides of the Oraimo Freepods 3 holds the controls, and they're what we're already accustomed to. 1 tap to pause your music, 2 taps to go to the next song, and long presses to go to the previous track. Now, I'm not really a fan of using controls because half the time I am already holding my phone, and personally, it is a lot easier to do than guessing if you tap them more than twice to go to the next song. The call test is pretty good. I called a couple of people and they said I sounded pretty clear, especially compared with the Freepods 2 from last year. Now here's a test of what it sounds like.
Hey guys, my name is obviously KJOS, and this is the call test on the Oraimo Freepods 3. As you can see, it is pretty clear, it is pretty sound, and you can hear every single thing that I am saying. Now, for the price of 16,500 naira, I think this is pretty good. I think this is pretty decent, and I think you can use this for any call you want to make, whether it be FaceTime, whether it be normal calls, or whether you are on a work call, as you can see. Anyway, comment below and let me know what you guys think about the call test.
The Oraimo Freepods 3 is a decent pair of earphones to have. It serves different purposes like casual music listening, when you're at the gym, going for a run, or when you're on a plane and you don't want anybody to disturb you, and many more. It has pretty good battery life for 8 hours of listening time. The sound quality is pretty good, took me by surprise when I started listening. The case is pretty durable, so if it falls, you really don't have anything to worry about. And for the price of 16,500 naira, this might just be worth your time. So because of that, I'll put a link in the description if you want to get one. But what do you guys think? Do you agree with my thoughts on the Freepods 3, or you're using something that is totally different? Comment below and let me know. And guys, please consider subscribing to the channel and like this video if you like what you saw so far. Thank you guys for watching. My name is KJOS, and I will catch you in the next one where we talk all things tech.